Case of Temple Limited, which is based on contemporary Logistic 12th edition book written by Paul R. Murphy. Temple Limited was established in 1987 by the founder named Fatih Terim in Antalya, Turkey. His business was basically to buy goods from international market and to get connected to the local buyer to sell it in Turkish market. Terim had a very good business mind and always worked very hard to make his business successful, because of which he was able to create connection in European market. The opportunity that Terim found was to establish a partnership with North Korea, based on which the whole case revolves. He was willing to trade agriculture fertilizer for lumber, which he is planning to sell in the Turkish market for $500,000, and it has high demand due to the new construction and reconstruction after the earthquake. But the partnership with North Korea had some issues. North Korea was known as axis of evil by the US President in 2002, George W. Bush, which made any trade with them under tight security from UN and USA. Terim also had to take care of the pleasure trip for certain bureaucrats in North Korea wanting to visit Turkey in the name of inspection. Not only that, in the third world government without bribe, there will be no chance of sale or trade, which Terim needs to be prepared for. After doing lots of brainstorming, Terim came out with two alternatives. The first alternative: lumber could be loaded onto a ship and will be shipped to Romania. Then lumber could be loaded to new document making the origin Romania. Then, with the help of truck, lumber could be moved to Turkey. By doing this, the lumber could be made legal, and it in any document it won't be shown that the lumber is being imported through North Korea, which will make Terim safe. Alternative number 2: lumber could be sent from North Korea to Syria to Turkey. While doing this, Terim needs to pay certain bribe to the officers in the border of Turkey. Comparing both the options, we can see that Romania has the total cost of 76,461, whereas Syria has the total cost of 104,250. While evaluating both the alternatives, we can see that while transferring lumber through Syria, the cost is higher, and while transferring lumber through Romania, the cost is lower. In comparing both the situation, Syria is paying less cost in transportation, whereas Romania is paying more cost in transportation, even though the Syria cost is higher because it has included lots of money to pay the bribe, whereas Romania only consists of little sum of money to pay the bribe or to make the new documents. The best alternative to go in this case is to go with Syria because the level of risk is low, turnover time of the material is higher than Romania, which is 22 days, and even if it gets caught while doing the transaction, it can be paid within 3 transactions. This case also includes some ethical problems. The ethical problems are bribery, against the law and use of sold goods. Bribery. Tarim is willing to pay bribery to North Korea in order to make this contract because in the third world country without bribery there is no sale. But it's unethical to give or take bribery against the law. Tarim knows that by doing trade with North Korea is illegal because North Korea is considered as a country with terrorism, so he is going against the law of the country. Use of sold goods. Tarim is unaware of what North Korea is going to do with the agricultural chemical that they are demanding for. They might use it for any terrorism activity. So it is also unethical. Thank you for your time, and I hope this case presentation was helpful to you.